Canada's highest court just ruled sex acts with animals, they're legal in Canada, if you can believe that. So long as there's no penetration involved. Now, the ruling that legalized bestiality in Canada, it stems from a case of a British Columbia man convicted on 13 counts of sexually assaulting his stepdaughters. Now, we'll get into the specifics of that in a second, but here's the decision of the court. They say, although bestiality was often subsumed in terms such as sodomy or buggery, penetration was the essence, the defining act of the offense. So we're talking about a man who was raping his stepdaughters, an incident involving the family dog and peanut butter, which if you would like to go into, be my guest. But there was no penetration. So he was originally charged with a bestiality, and he challenged that charge, that conviction, and the court agreed with him.
I'm so perplexed by this story. I mean, I think the fact that he's at least serving time for the abuse of the stepdaughters, I think is good, but I'm very disturbed by the fact that any sort of legislative body has to get to the point where they're like, but was there penetration involved? That's how we determine whether or not bestiality is right or wrong. I mean, am I wrong? That seems crazy to draw the line there.
It's
okay if you put peanut butter on yourself and let your dog lick you or whatever.
But you can't violate the animal in terms of
right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So the Daily Mail, they did this article recently, and it was talking about the animal brothels rise in Germany. Some people see this as a lifestyle, is my point.
Right.
In Germany.
Well, no, I mean, and I understand that, but there are some people that look at pedophilia as being a lifestyle. That doesn't mean that we should be okay with that.
Right.
This is a serious slippery slope because you're still exploiting an animal, and I think that's what the dissenter's opinion was, right? That regardless of if there's penetration or not.
One dissenter.
Right, one.
One.
The one person that's like, am I taking crazy pills here? Like, what are you guys talking about? Oh, this is nuts.
You bring up a good point. So animal rights activists, they were seen protesting at the state capitol to raise awareness in Ohio recently about bestiality and the sexual exploitation of animals. It looks like in this case, though, Canada has decided that bestiality is acceptable, it's legal, as long as there's no penetration of the animal.